Hey there! We are back with another legacy video. Tyler Carden, thank you very much. Tyler has previously donated for me to play Ant, and here we are again. Tyler, thank you for your continued support here at the Epic Storm. So today we're obviously playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils, the longer version of Ant. It is the other Legacy Storm combo deck. Ant is primarily a Past in Flames deck despite being called Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Ad Nauseam is a card better utilized in the Epic Storm. I know it's a little bit of a misnomer. I think that's the correct word. But yeah, we're really Past in Flames deck. That said, we only really play the one red card in the main deck, so we only need one Volcanic Island, which is why you see more green in the mana base, because you really want extra green sources for Abrupt Decay. And then our spicy card for the day, Witherbloom Apprentice. In 2019 and 2020, Ant had a pretty tough time. Veil of Summer, a card we're playing in our main deck as a one of, really shut this deck down. Witherbloom Apprentice, a small upgrade for Ad Nauseam Tendrils, allows you to win through Veil of Summer because it doesn't target the opponent. The opponent just loses the life based on the triggers because it says each opponent and doesn't target. The cool thing about Witherbloom Apprentice is if you have this in play, you can Tendrils yourself and your opponent will still lose a bunch of life. Tendrils says you lose 2, you gain 2, so your life total never changes, but Witherbloom Apprentice will deal damage equal or cause life loss equal to the number of storm copies. This also counts for Flusterstorm, which is a pretty cool interaction. When we look at this deck, I mentioned the extra green sources for these cards. It's obviously also for the Veil of Summer. But Veil of Summer can be retrieved via Wishclaw to act similarly to the Epic Storm, where you surprise counter your opponent. But one of the big differences between the two decks is Ant tends to run more cantrips. So we're seeing 4 copies of Preordain. In the Epic Storm, this would be Mishra's Bauble for Mox Opal. Yeah. So I guess it's sort of similar nowadays, where the Epic Storm isn't playing Rite of Flame. And then, the Ant Protection Suite. So they're running 7. We run 6 in the Epic Storm. 4 Veil, 2 Defense Grid. Here we have discard spells. So we mentioned that Veil of Summer was an issue. Veil of Summer is not super popular right now, so I think we can get away with this. And then no need for Defense Grid without Echo of Aeons. So the decks are pretty different. They used to be a lot more similar than they are now. They've sort of diverged. TES really became an artifact deck and Ant stayed true. And then our sideboard's pretty stock, I feel like. Grape Shots for beating Veil. Without needing to cast a Witherbloom before you Tendrils or whatever. I don't know if this is necessary in these lists, but it's certainly interesting to think about. With Wishclaw Talisman, powerful singletons like Massacre get a lot better, so I do like the Massacre. Empty can be a little bit dangerous with Wishclaw, just keep that in mind. And then, Surgical for those combo matchups. This is Ad Nauseam Tendrils presented by Tyler Carden. Tyler, once again, thank you. I do appreciate your support. I think that's all I have to say about this deck. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But if you appreciate this video, please subscribe, like, and comment. Show your support. Help us if you find this video helpful. You can also go to theepicstorm.com/donation decks and sign up for a donation deck there, much like Tyler did. And Tyler's now showcasing his Ad Nauseam Tendrils list here on this channel. So that's where you go to do that. You can also go to theepicstorm.com/shop, pick up a variety of sweet Storm merch and card singles to show your support. All right, I will see you in round number 1. Welcome to round number 1. We're facing Jack Kendall. Jack is primarily known for playing elves. That said, Jack crushed an event over the weekend with Doomsday, so there's a chance that he could be on either one. I think I'm going to ship this. And I know Jack in real life, so I'm comfortable saying he. For opponents that I don't know, I tend to use they. It's more polite. I think we should ship this. I think I'm going to try this one. Maybe bottom the pedal. Looking a little elfy. Oh, it's Doomsday. Come on, no days. Got punished for, you know, I could have bought him Cabal Ritual and kept the pedal. Then could have had a pretty big impact. And we see Jack did not shuffle, did not play a land. It's scary. Brainstorm is obviously a good draw for us here. Don't need these. Alright, we want to draw another protection spell. 6 more left in the deck. I'd also take that Wishclaw Talisman. I mean, that's not bad. So Jack could think that we're on Doomsday if I just play the 1 LED. Alright, and Jack only needed the rearrange effect on Limsdale's Vault. No life lost. Looks like we're likely dead here. So Jack can attack with Gristlebrand and gain 7, draw 7. I don't know if that deck has a Tendrils in it. If not, you really want to put Emrakul into play before you attack, which is why Jack might have been thinking. So, like, I think Jack right now is trying to assemble, like, Dark Ritual, Entomb Shadowgrave, or Goriel's Vengeance. Bring back that Emrakul, swing for lethal. right? So it doesn't look like we're dying, but I could be wrong. Jack has a very impressive storm count. 13 is very respectable. Let's not take that away from them. No! Ah. Oh, that's interesting. If you sacrifice Gristle, it doesn't get exiled. That's pretty good. And I have to imagine we're dead if Jack discarded Shallow Grave with a Gristlebrand in the graveyard. Am I dead now? So this is Tin Fins right now. I think Jack top 8'd with a version that sideboarded into Doomsday. Alright, so what Jack's going to do now is cast Gorgo's Vengeance or Shallow Grave, put Emrakul into play, and then attack. So I'll call this Tin Fins for now, but we've lost game number 1 to Tin Fins. We're going to want these Surgicals and these Flusters. I think we probably want to take out Preordain. That's at least what I would do if I was playing on my own. We really want all the interaction we can get, but we have to keep our density of rituals and combo pieces. Preordain's a little bit of a filler card, especially in an era with Wishclaw. So I think I'm okay with boarding those 4 out for these 4 interactive pieces. Slow the game down a little bit. It also makes finding multiple pieces of protection better against the deck with, you know, Daze and Force of Will that's trying to kill you very quickly. So I do enjoy that. And if you need help keeping track of your mana and storm count, you can always go to theepicstorm.com/shop, pick up a mini token pack. You get 54 tokens for $12. Sweet, sweet, sweet value. 54 tokens on the back. They're goblins. Empty those warrens. And they're mini. Half the size of a standard Magic of the Gathering card. Once again, you can get those at theepicstorm.com/shop. Alright, game 2. Let's get it from Jack. I think that this is fine. Nice interactive hand. I guess it doesn't matter if it's like Shallow Grave. I'm just gonna hope that they miss. I could have taken the diamond there because they can discard their hand and then like Shallow Grave, I believe. I don't know if Shallow Grave targets or not off the top of my head. I could look it up, but I don't want to. I'm pretty sure Goryo's Vengeance does target, but Shallow Grave doesn't. I guess I'll find out if Jack ever plays a Shallow Grave. Alright, that was decent. Hey, I like that. Hoping that Jack doesn't respect Surgical out of Ant. I also have to imagine that Jack is put together that I'm not playing the Epic Storm. Alright, so I'm going to Surgical for info here. Wow, what a hand. Jeez. And Jack's on the full Tinfin's plan against us. No Doomsdays. I could have beaten one counterspell there, but the fact that there's two is pretty difficult. I'm just going to have to pass here. And I'm getting punished a little bit for fetching a second C, because if I had a red source, we could like pass some flames for value. If this eats a Fluster, I'd be happy. Alright. Question is, should I? No, because we know about days. So days 4 Stark Ritual, 2 unknowns. Attendees. So hypothetically, Ritual, that's 6 mana, 9 mana. So I would go to 7 mana for Infernal Tutor, 6 mana for Duress. 5 mana to flashback, so days would actually beat me here, so I'm supposed to pass. The children. It's a pretty difficult card for me to beat, I think. Can I beat that? Especially if this is already in my hand? Because it means that the first time I cast it, I have to flash it back. I don't know how we beat children. I think I have to like find a way to brainstorm away those tendrils. Yeah, I'm not thinking of any alternative ways. This is like a hardcast days. No, it's hardcast force. That's interesting. Yep. Don't want Jack to know that we don't have anything, so I'm gonna F6 or on F6. Really need to find a brainstorm. Two of them are gone, so it's kind of an issue. Alternatively, we could cast this the hard way for Storm 9 and then flashback past in Flames. Another tutor. Alright, so hypothetically, let's say we thought sees they place something in response, so that's Storm 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's still not enough. Maybe I shouldn't have done that just for the storm count. Now we're dead. Fuck. Yeah, this doesn't target. Children was actually like really obnoxious this game. We should just be dead to an Emrakul here. And there's the trigger, and we will concede. Kind of a bummer to start off 0-1, but not the end of the world. Let's see if we can get the rest. I have bad news. Apparently, when I clicked record to start round number 2, I double clicked, and we don't have game number 1. So we're facing Phil Gallagher of Thraben University, and Phil's on a black-green mid-range deck. Tyler, I am so sorry. Yeah, so Phil's deck had Hex Drinker, Liliana of the Veil, Tireless Tracker, a bunch of good stuff. We easily won. Damn it, I'm sorry, Tyler. I feel really bad. But we do not have game number 1 against Phil. I told Phil that his podcast sucks, so if you're interested in checking out Phil's reaction, make sure to watch Phil's video. But yeah, we're in game number 2 now. I boarded in Flusterstorm as a one-of, and I boarded out the discard, because one of the best things you can do against these decks is have all good cards in your deck and not have a bunch of discard spells. So it goes back to like the 2012 like Junmir. The best thing you can do is just not have discard spells in your deck, and if your opponent has discard spells in their deck, they're more likely to lose the game in the long run. I feel really bad. I am sorry, Tyler. Wishclaw down. Alright, Phil's getting aggressive. But Phil also might just be looking to see if we drew Veil of Summer to play another discard spell. So this is a way of like checking. Yeah, and I'm looking at my video log right now. Actually, is that it? I might have it saved right here. I don't know yet. I'd have to watch it in between games. We might have game number 1. Maybe. I hope that's true. Ooh. This is going to hit Ad Nauseam, 100%. It's just the way that Magic works. Like, it was 100% to hit Ad Nauseam there. I know that, like, it could hit theoretical other... It was never going to hit those other cards. That was a decent draw. Stop it, Phil. Alright, so let's go get Volcanic, I suppose. I think I'm going to hide the Preordain on top. I feel like I just got rid of those cards. Alright, so we're looking for Past in Flames at the moment. Going to 15. Robert. How about that? So it is possible that Philium could have a surgical in hand. So we need to crack this diamond for blue. But it's pretty free to just see if this resolves first. And it did resolve. So let's crack this for blue. Cast Infernal Tutor. And now we'll get tendies. Ponder, Preordain, all that good stuff. And now we'll finish off Phil. And we got the match. So I'm about to go see if we secretly have game number 1 or not. I hope that we do. There's something saved called replay that has the correct timestamp. I'm going to knock on wood. I hope you're there. And if you're watching this and it seems normal, I probably seem like a crazy person. But good. I hope you enjoy that. I'll see you in round number 3. Alright, we're actually recording round number 3. We're on the play. Can't keep that. This seems fine. I think we're probably supposed to bottom the pedal. Unfortunately, I think we're supposed to ship this. Otherwise, we're not winning this game until I turn 5. Alright, that's a start. Delver. Good draw. Excuse me. Stifle? How dare they? So the no flip is obviously good for us. Let's see what they do. So I played out the pedal because if we play out Wishclaw, our opponent could Brazen Borrow it. So this way we can actually activate Claw. The danger is if they borrow it, it switches control. And the way that Brazen Borrower is worded, this will not bounce Wishclaw back to my hand. It will stay under their control. Just due to the recent like wording way it says like your opponent controls, so like the spell fizzles if it switches control. No luck on the Delver flip again. They could have fetched it away, so whatever they drew was likely a card they wanted. And there's the Goyf. So we want to draw another Dark Ritual this turn, I think. What can we do? I think we probably have a win somewhere in here. Assuming they have 2 blanks in their hand. And I could have just activated right there. Starting on Thoughtseize because it gives us the most information. So Tutor's pretty good. I think Tutor actually does it. And now we use Wishclaw for Lion's Eye Diamond. Hold control. Sacrifice for 3 black. And now we're going to give them the 9 drills. Whoop, whoop. Their deck is very, very creature focused between Bone Crusher and Brazen Borrower. And then having Uro. Like, it's a lot of top end creatures. Empty tends to be pretty good against these decks, so we'll bring that in. I don't know if you're just supposed to like board in Decay against them. It's something I'm not super sure of. I guess we can board in 2 and like shave on Preordain and then like a Wishclaw. Because Wishclaw gets hit by Stifle anyway. Let's try this out. I'm not an expert, but this seems like a reasonable plan. All of you Ant fans out there watching are probably like face palming right now, just going like, that fucking idiot isn't bringing in Flusterstorm. And to that I say, thank you for watching. You know, I'm just learning as I go. Yeah. Alright, how can I shill before this person queues into us? What's the best way of doing it? Ah, couldn't find a good one. Yeah, this hand's sweet. Come on, let's draw a discard spell. Turn 1 empty for a bunch. Protected. It's like the only thing I miss about Infernal Tutor is like the super fast empty games. Come on, discard spell. Bummer. Reveal Brainstorm. Alright, that was decent. Honestly, I'm sort of hoping to get stifled here. That was a mistake. I realized it the second I did it, too. Double force. Yikes. And that is why his discard spells stink. So we have to draw another discard spell now. And I just threw away a Lotus Petal. Because at least if it was a Veil of Summer or a Defense Grid, they would have had to spend another card answering it. Yeah, now we're just going to be like short 1 mana. So they chose not to shuffle away, which means that the cards they brainstormed into were pretty good. Whoops. clearing YouTube notifications while my opponent resolves their ponders. Be good. It's not very good. So we're going to 5. So we're dead to a bolt or another creature right here on the following turn. I guess they have Stomp too. So now we're dead to Lightning Bolt. Increase that storm count. Come on. Again? Double force? Discard spells stink. We have to go for it here, so we might as well try to get them to force something they shouldn't. Force this, please. Alright, game 3. I don't think I want these. I'm gonna get punished for it, but I don't think I want them. Let's try this out. Fluster allows me to possibly beat a Veil of Summer, and I kind of like that. Because sometimes these Rugless will play like a copy or two of Veil on the board. These don't seem like appropriate matchups for Witherbloom Apprentice, unfortunately. Like, this thing's just going to die to Bolt. Or Stomp out of the Rug Delver deck. Well, last round we faced a black-green rock deck, but like there's no chance that ever lives. Yeah. This seems reasonable. We just have to ponder into a black source. Yeah, I'm down with this. Although that was a mistake. For some reason in my head, I was like, okay, so I've cast Preordain, I should draw Ponder, and that's just the opposite of what I should have done. I should have drawn Preordain to help beat a possible Surgical, because now I can get like really punished by a Surgical. right? So I decided I wasn't going to play into their Stifle, and I'm still not going to. Like, I'm fine just sitting here. Eventually, they're going to need to play a threat. Is Tendrils good enough? Probably don't need the diamond. Hmm. They're at 19. Maybe this line isn't very good, but I want to see if I can rope them here with the Tendrils. They kept nothing. The disrespect. Yeah, so now this doesn't look as good because they just kept nothing. Jeez. Alright, Brainstorm's not bad. I'd have to hit like Dark Red off this. Okay, so let's think about this. Hypothetically, I could put Preordain Thoughtseize back. And then from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's lethal. As long as the mana works out, I'm pretty sure it does. So 3, yeah, this is just lethal. My plan was flawless. I had it the whole time. Easy game. I don't know why you didn't believe in me. Let's get a Cabal Ritual for all of our Ant fans out there. So many skulls, and now so many deaths. Tendies for the Tendrils. We have successfully defeated Rug Delver, making us 2-1 in this league? I'm pretty sure 2-1. Nice Blazing Volley. Alright, stick around for round number 4. Alright. Round number 4, we've opened up a pretty good hand. We just need a little bit more mana. What you got? Show and tell. Interesting that they left show and tell. So I think we're looking for like another Dark Ritual, a Lion's Eye Diamond. Maybe we need one more card for the graveyard. It's like a fetch land, maybe. I think that does it as well. Increase that storm count. Alright, so there's 3 in the bin. Alright, so I activate and I go down to 6 mana. Which is enough for Tutor Tendrils. 8-9. Easy as cake. Whoop, there it is. It made me click. Alright. It took so long and was so much effort. I can't believe my opponent made me do that. All 5 seconds. Probably even less. Alright, so we definitely want these Flusters, Surgical. We don't know if they're Omni or not. They're probably Omni based on the Drown on Dream, so I think we want this Grape Shot. Board out Preordains. And maybe a land. I don't think you're supposed to board out the swamp, because if they're secretly show and tell and they have, or if they're secretly sneak and show and have Blood Moon, that's an issue. So I think you're supposed to board out a real land. So it's like Bayou, I think, is probably the best land to board out. That or like a fetch. I think I'm okay with trying Bayou. Don't judge me. Look at this. We didn't need Bayou. Alright, I think I'm just going to fire this off. I was going to hold Duress until I drew the Thoughtseize. So that changed it a little bit for me. When you have Duress, you can afford to, or when you have 2 discard spells, you can afford to throw one away generally. That's actually kind of scary. Because if they have like a turn 2 show and tell, I can't get Hellbent fast enough. Alright, that's a good sign. Oh no. Okay. So double tutor is not ideal, just throwing that out there. Our opponent does have Cunning Wish up, which is sort of an issue, because that represents like Fluster, Mindbreak, all that stuff. Like the Ponder draw. Let's see if we can find something good. Yeah, Veil was sweet. Remove a land from the deck. Let's actually get a green source so I can cast the Veil of Summer. Now we're going to search up a Dark Ritual. Alright, so I'm a little concerned here about the Cunning Wish because if they have a Mind Break, I just lose to it. And so right now I have a couple different options. One, I can let this just go. If they Mind Break me, I have some rebuild power. But if this just resolves and I get Ad Nauseam, I can cast it, but I then sacrifice the LED in response. I'm probably not going to Past in Flames because they could get like a Ravenous Trap or a Surgical and blow me out. I think realistically I should just sacrifice this because that way I have the most available options for Ad Nauseam, like color wise, instead of just having like 3 black mana floating. Alright, let's see how far we can go. Probably don't need this surgical. Let's cast this Tendrils. We have a bunch of mana, and if they do have like a Cunning Wish for Veil or a Cunning Wish for Stifle, we're not that far away from a Grape Shot. Did they really wait to Mind Break? Wow. Exclamation point punt! I don't know what you were thinking about. That is not the right move. Sure. Do I not have a duress left in my deck? No, I do. Sorry, reading is very difficult. I'm going to ponder because I can. And now we get the Storm 20 into Grape Shot. Just as we drew it up. Boom. Not bad. Not bad for a rookie. 3-1. The final round of the event, we're facing non-bow, and hopefully we don't have any non-bows, and we're on the play. Let's do it. Sanders really wants an Infernal Tutor. Also, this is also the sort of hand where you'd love a main deck empty. I think I'm going to lead on the Duress, just in case they're like on a Chalice deck or something. So they're on Rug Delver. Gonna have to earn this last one. That was a good draw. Maybe upgrade these Lotus Petals with that Brainstorm. That's why I stacked it like that. So next turn we're drawing Brainstorm. We'll Brainstorm into the Infernal Tutor plus 2 unknowns. Hopefully the unknowns contain things like Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, and Mind's Eye Diamond. And then we can put back these petals and not have to worry about effects like Daze. That's a Goyf. Alright, so no ritual. I think I'm going to shuffle this. Like, I could duress into the Daze right now. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I just want more mana. Alright, I'll let you Daze me. Do it. It's a little awkward. Okay, so that changes the game plan a little bit, but we still don't have rituals. So they're on a bobble build. I like that. Alright, so what they should do right now is play their Mishra's Bauble and then activate it before combat. This way their wife will get larger, and it looks like they're not interested in that. So we have a window here. I don't know what we'll be able to do unless we draw some mana. No mana. So they know our next draw. So they have a pair of days. We're taking 7. So we need to win on our turn. It's going to be tough. We just don't have any mana. Come on, Duck. Dark Ritual or Cabal Ritual. Let's go. Cabal Ritual is an insane draw. Alright, so now we can reveal lines at Diamond. And the original plan was to Past in Flames loop, but now we just have Tendrils. And they're dead. Easy game. Although I feel bad because, one, I skipped the first game of match 2 against Phil with Tyler's donation deck. And now I'm not going to board in Witherbloom Apprentice once for Tyler. So Tyler, I'm sorry. My deepest condolences. That said, I don't know how good this card actually is in the metagame. So it's good against, like, Omni and the Epic Storm. What else does this come in for? Because it's not good against, like, Rug Delver, even though they might have Veils. Not good against, like, black-green decks. So, like, what is this card really for? I'm just not sure. Do I want to change anything else up? I feel like one Fluster like can't be that bad. It can counter a Veil, it can counter Stifles. Maybe take out like one Preordain. Why not? Let's try it out. Hopefully this is our final game and we just get a clean 2-0 over Delver. I mean, that's a good start. Let's draw Dark Ritual. We can send Nambo packing. I do miss just like turn 1 Thoughtseize into like 5 or into like Empty the Warrants for 5 Storm. Like that era of the Epic Storm I just loved. But I think Empty is a card that hasn't aged particularly well over the last few years. The formats just became really powerful. Or become really powerful. And I don't think we're supposed to Thoughtseize, unfortunately. I would love to get a 4-1. If you're watching this video and you think there was somewhere I was supposed to board in Witherbloom, feel free to let me know. Nice Wasteland. Ooh, that was a mistake. I should have taken the... I realized that after I did. I should have taken the Expressive Iteration. Because this helps them dig for a sweeper if they hit one. That's my bad. Because Force of Negation would be a dead card. Play poorly, get punished. I hope I lose now. Hold control. Black. Red. We're going to Infernal Tutor into Empty. Feels good. I love Empty. Although, a little disappointed they changed the Goblin tokens online. There is that bug where whatever you made goblins, you got swamps. And then ever since then, you've had these crappy, like, M21 goblins or whatever they are. M21 doesn't exist, I don't think. But yeah, maybe it does. I don't know. But these are not my goblin tokens. The 10th edition goblin tokens are the correct ones. I'm just so disconnected with core sets, I don't know what the last one was. But we got the 4-1, which is pretty sweet. Let's go back and look at the deck list. I thought the main deck was literally perfect. This is Tyler's best list that they've sent me. Their first one had way too many protection spells, not enough action. This one is that nice sweet spot. I love the main deck. I think the main deck is pretty much perfect. That said, the board, I don't know if you need this card. I thought the rest of it was perfect. I'd explore other options right here. I don't have a recommendation. Maybe some Carpet of Flowers, honestly, and then something else, but I don't know if this is needed. Tyler, I hope you at least enjoyed watching this video. I'm sorry I didn't get to showcase the card you wanted me to. And yeah, and once again, if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, etc. Keep storming, and have a great day. Hey, Brian Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.